Hey, welcome back to the channel. So that's how you do that. Now, if you're new to my channel, my name is Joe Latender. I'm glad to have you here. If you are looking for vinyl plank or laminate videos or any kind of plank flooring videos, you came to the right place. Now, this video, I'm gonna share with you one of those nasty spots that you can get to that can really just make you wanna pull your hair out and really can stress somebody out who hasn't been in this situation before. I'm gonna share with you how to wrap plank around both sides of the door so you can still continue on into another room or into a closet without having to use a transition. These can be tough cuts. This isn't the place for you to quit now. Watch this video and I'll show you how easy this can be. So here, let's watch. Okay, so now I'm ready to start this next row. And normally I would start down there and work this way away from the groove side, but I have a doorway here that I want to talk to you about. And so because of this doorway, I want to start here. And the main reason why is because I have a situation here with the layout where normally I like to have it where the joint would fall in the doorway. I wasn't able to do it with this door. And so this is what it looks like. And what I don't want to have happen is I don't want to have to put a piece in that looks like this, where it has to wrap around both sides of this door, making it really difficult for me to put in. So this is what the piece would look like if I put it in there. Could you imagine trying to put that piece in right here? So I want to make a piece that looks like this. And what that would mean is that the joint would end somewhere right in here. So it'd make it much easier to put in. And so this is what it would look like then. So I have my piece that comes up. It would end right here, and then I would have to put another piece inside the doorway in there. And so that's what this is going to look like. And that's what we're going to try to work on right now. And so the first thing I'm going to do is get this lined up. So that is going to go underneath the door right there. And to check that, I'll just hook on a piece and make sure it's going to slide in. I can go this way a little more because it doesn't slide in all the way underneath. It's about right there. That's where I want it to be. Under the door jamb nicely. And to make sure that stays perfectly straight, I'll just bridge a piece on there. So now I'm just going to use my cheater board to start marking all of this jamb. And I just slide it under until it hits, then I'll pull back a little bit so I have my expansion, and I'll just make a mark right where that ends. I need to find the other side of this jamb. So right here is where I want the plank to end, up in there underneath the jambs. So now I have my cheater board lined up there, so now I'll just mark right here. And this will be the other side. I'm just going to put this up against the edge here, squaring the cheater board with the plank, and then I can just draw my other line here. And so this is the spot that I'll cut out for here. This part will go into there, this part will go right here. For this side, now this side's just going to go straight in there, so I'll show you what this is going to look like. Okay, now I know that this plank is pretty straight cut, so I'm just going to come out off of that, line my cheater board up on it, and this will be my cut then for the wall. So now some of this plank, after I'm done putting this in, I'll take a chunk of this plank and I'll use it over on the other side, on the back side of the door. So this is a piece of plank that I have not done anything with other than I just cut it. Now how I'm going to make this what I call a cheater board is I am going to cut off some of this locking system right here on the groove side. The tongue side is right here, it barely sticks out. The groove side sticks out a lot farther. It's that bottom part of the groove. So we can modify this a little bit. I'm going to show you what we're going to do there. So this is something that you can play around with. I just cut a little bit off. I still have some of it on there. The more you take off, the smaller your expansion joint will be. The more you leave on, the bigger your expansion joint will be. All right, so now I'll just take this apart, bring it downstairs, and cut it. We'll come back up and install. All right. We are ready to put this in. This is the piece I saved to do that last piece in the closet. Now for this, I'm just gonna get it locked into the joint, and I'm gonna hit the door jamb right there. I'm just going to take a scrap piece, I'm going to attach it, and then I'm going to start hitting it that way. Since I can't see it, I'll just put a spacer there to stop it. Okay, looks good. You can see right here, it's in about the right position. This is going to go in just like that. Maybe I can even start it out and bend it like this. So what I'm going to do is bend it this way. So I'm going to bend underneath, and now I'm going to get it in that joint. And now you can see it's all under here and over there. So to do this, now I'm going to hook this piece on. Now here's that piece that was left over. I'm just going to put it right here. Actually, I'm going to turn it this way. And I'm just going to mark right here where this is. That's about where I want to cut it. So that's going to be this, like this. Now I'm going to put it up against here. And I know that I want it to be about this big right here. So this will be the piece that goes in there. Okay, so I have another situation where I have to wrap around a door. I've had 2 of these in this house now. I never usually have this happen because I'm usually able to get the layout, but I know this is gonna happen when you have a lot of doorways and a big layout. So I wanna show you what this one looks like. So you can see there's my joint there. I put it so it's right there. And so as all I did here, because this is gonna be really hard to put in there, I made them cut right there. So it's gonna be like a joint. Now this is what this piece looks like. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this end in a little bit, just like that. Now, this end, I'm gonna bend in, bring it over, and now I'm gonna slide it under. Now this end, I gotta get in all the way. There we go. Now, because we want to slide plank underneath the door jambs, once that's slid underneath, I can't lift the plank up at an angle to get it to lock in. So I'm gonna have to bring it in flat and then lock it in that way. Well, that's really difficult to do unless you modify this locking system. We're gonna cut this lip off. This lip that's on this locking system right here. And how we're gonna do that is just using a utility knife. And so, is all you need to do is just take your utility knife and go really slow. I'm not trying to cut all the way through the first time. You can kind of use that lip as your guide. Just run your knife around. It doesn't matter if you take more off or if you only take the lip off. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is the lip of the locking system that I just cut off. That is what makes it so that you have to go at an angle. So I already modified the locking system. All right. Okay, I'm gonna start getting this locking system wet while it's on the floor. So I'm using water here because that's what activates the clear Gorilla Glue, which is, by the way, what you're going to want to use. Don't use anything other than clear Gorilla Glue. Now, I do have another video that goes over all of this stuff in a lot more detail, where we're going down a hall and we have multiple doors. I share with you how to get through situations like that, where you modify the locking system and a few other tricks. So be sure to check in the description below the video for a link to that video. It's one that you're not going to want to miss. Okay, now I'm just going to stick the glue in. I'm just going to run it. This makes it less messy this way too. Now we're just going to slide this in. I'm just going to make sure it's all clean. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this little tool I have and I'm going to rub the edge, the cut edge down so that it doesn't lift up. It'll bevel down and I'll do the same thing here and it'll look like a joint then. Let's take the edge and just flatten it down. Now we'll take this piece, we'll shove it in there. Get all that glue out. No one's ever gonna know. This can get messy, so you want to use denatured alcohol. Now this is something that you can use to clean your hands off and also anything that gets on the plank. Okay, so there you go. Now, one of the things I want to tell you is you can't avoid wrapping around doorways in every single project, but there might have been a situation where you would have been able to adjust that first row by cutting a couple inches off or even more, to be able to adjust your plank back and forth during the layout process, where you could have maybe made it so you had that long joint land in the doorways, making the process so much easier. So if you're watching this video before you get started with your project, this is a good video to keep in mind because you might need to do this, but also keep in mind that you might be able to adjust your layout to be able to avoid having cuts like this. Now, I'll put a video right here that's going to walk you through the layout process, and I have this tool called the Layout Buddy. It's a tape measure. The difference is it's blank, and you stretch this tape measure out across some plank that you put together, and you mark on this tape measure your plank size all throughout the entire 25 feet of the tape measure. Now you can just go around and use that to see where the plank is going to land in the doorways, how big of a piece you have, how much you need to adjust that first row to be able to get started. It's really a handy tool, no measuring needed. You just make some marks. Super simple to use. Takes the stress out of the layout. Check that tool out. I'll leave a link below along with all the other tools that I used inside this video. And if you are in the middle of a project and you need some help, I have a membership site that you can come and check out, and if you want to join, you can share a drawing with me, pics with me. I'll help walk you through your entire installation. You just by sharing those few things with me. We'll talk about where to start. We'll talk about plank direction, any questions that you might have throughout your install. I'll be there, a professional installer, to help guide you through that process. I'll also, using your drawing, give you custom installation instructions for just your project in a video, something similar to this, where you'll have that so that you can just go to that video and watch it while you're doing your plank install to be able to see how you go around the different areas of your house. It's really a slick thing, and it's called Plank Boot Camp. I will leave a link below for that. If you decide you want to come and join, I'm looking forward to working with you. And if you don't mind, I'd like to pray. Father God, I pray for everybody who's watching. I pray that you bless them and their family. I pray that your presence is with them and that they can feel your presence, Lord. I pray that you guide them through these projects and through life while life is going on through these projects, Lord. I pray that they can turn to you and that you'll comfort them. I pray that you take the pain out of their bodies, from their knees, their elbows, their back, whatever might be sore while they're working on this. And I also pray that things just go well in their life during this project and after, of course, Lord, but specifically during, Lord, so that they can get this done in a timely manner. And I pray that they know that your presence is with them. And I pray for this in Jesus' name. One more thing, God, please, again, bless them and their families. All right, if you have any questions, let me know. Check out the links below. I also share down below the plank that I used on this project. It was called Floret Modine Signature, the best plank that you can possibly buy. I have a link below that will bring you to a review of that if you want to see exactly why I say that. It definitely is one of the best planks out on the market right now. I highly recommend them. All right, my name's Joe Latender. I'll see you on the next video.